think about it, it takes me back to an episode that happened to me the year that I graduated from college, which is 1993. And I met with my wife's great-grandfather, and he was 93 at the time. He was born in double aught. So in 1993, I graduated from physical therapy school, and here I am, a brand new physical therapy assistant, and I'm meeting for the first time this great-grandfather who had nothing physically wrong with him whatsoever that I could see.
Nope.
No bone breaking, no heart attack, no issues with his lungs, was in perfect weight. He didn't even wear corrective lenses. The man did things perfectly. And now I thought to myself, here I was.
He had glasses.
Well, okay, so he had glasses.
When you met
they
him,
weren't corrective lenses. They weren't ones he got from prescription or ones he got from Walmart. And I look at this man up and down and I say, how do you do that? How do you get to the age of 93 and be in such perfect health? And he said, well, it's simple, son. Let me show you. And he jumped down on the floor.
Let me show you that.
Did a couple of push-ups, flipped over to his back, rolled on his back, flipped his legs from side to side, jumped back up, did some jumping jacks, snapped his hands and pointed at me and said, movement is the key to life, son. Never forget it.
He was like that, honest to God. I'm not kidding. He used to get down on the floor. Only old guy I ever met got down on the floor and would roll around, and he said, I did this every single day.
And that made him alive.
He was over 100 years old when he died. And I think he
movement is the key to life. And that statement stuck with me, but didn't really become real to me until many, many years later when I'm treating a patient. I'm trying to figure out, how do I make this guy better? And what I figured was it was a philosophy issue. The way that this poor individual dealt with his life was he was stationary. You think about a stagnant pool. Why is it stagnant? Because there's nothing fresh that comes in, and nothing fresh that comes in, and all the bad stuff doesn't go out. It just sits there and it dies. It cesses. And so, and we're the same way in our body. The more we move, the more alive we are. Motion creates healing. Motion creates. We are creative when we are moving. We relieve stress when we move. What happens when we stagnate is all the junk that we eat, it stays in our body, and then we become fat.
And you get the endorphins when you move too.
That's right. You gain all kinds of benefits in the brain, from stress relief to, like I said, to thinking, creative processes, an endorphin release in the brain. Also, the other thing that happens is in your low back or in your spinal cord in general. You get a bunch of stimulus in your spinal cord, which, if you have pain, it relieves the pain.
Right.
I teach a simple exercise called hip rocking, where I have a patient lie on their back and they bend their knees up, put their knees together, their feet together, and rock their hips about 2.5 inches from side to side. And what that does is, for the low back, it feels like they're walking. It's kind of a deceptive way to tell your brain that you're walking. Well, miraculously, the pain goes away in these patients, and the endorphins are released. You get a workout to the multifidi, the small muscles that are in the back. And so when you put all that together, what happens is you end up with a healing back and out of pain. So basically, it became a statement of life for me, a matter of fact that the more we move, the more alive we are.